crime blast. Max got the groove, got the sass and style. She's talking smack, got you hooked for a while. With every take, every truth she'll crack. She's spinning tales with a funny attack. From the silver screen to the podcast track, she's the queen of the scene, there's no turning back. I'm not talking smack, yeah, she's taking the stage. With a bluesy vibe, she's the talk of the age. Reality's a game, but she's never the same. She's breaking it down while she's calling the names. From the crazy twists on the latest show to the deep dive doc that you gotta know, Max got the lowdown, she's bringing the heat. With a smile and a wink, she's keeping it sweet. She's got the rhythm, got the jokes on track. With a heart full of fire and a mind that won't slack. In every line, every fact, every laugh she packs. She's rocking the waves, never looking back. I'm not talking smack, yeah, she's taking the stage. With a bluesy vibe, she's the talk of the age. Reality's a game, but she's never the same. She's breaking it down while she's calling the names. With a laugh that echoes and a story to tell, she's the voice you need when the lights start to swell. From the highs to the lows, she's ringing the bell. Max got the goods and she's doing it well. I'm not talking smack, yeah, she's taking the stage. With a bluesy vibe, she's the talk of the age. Reality's a game, but she's never the same. She's breaking it down while she's calling the names. She's a Max talking smack, the queen of the show. With a heart full of fire, she's ready to go. From the screen to your ears, she's stealing the show. Max got the smack and she's letting it flow.
Hey everybody, how's it going? How's your week been? I hope it's been better than mine. If you listened to my last live or in Jones's Discord, you know I have COVID. Today I finally kind of feel okay, but I'm hanging in there. And I want to say, fucking StreamYard, why hasn't my shit updated? I'm getting some FOMO. I want these circle things. All right. Well, thanks for being here, Cheese. Yes, this gonna be good. Steph B, K Brace, Oki, yep. Crystal brought the baby oil. Oh no. Not the baby oil. Zen, thanks for being here. Evil Queen, rock a bit. Yeah, I got the vid. Yeah, it has not been fun. I know they say COVID is just like a cold now, but it does not feel like a cold. It took me down this week. So, anywho, yes, as Steph said, please hit the thumbs up. Oh, let me get my little banner on. So I was, doing how I do, going through Instagram, and there is so she's a podcaster. Her name's Ellen Marsh. She's also in Broadway. So, little tidbit. She does a podcast with one of my favorites, Rabia Chowdhury. She has been, kind of the person that kept Adnan Syed's story in the spotlight, fought for his justice. So they have a podcast called Ellen and Rabia Solve the Case. They do live shows I guess on one of their live shows, they did a murder board of Whitney Houston because she said Whitney Houston's death never sat right with her. So she did a murder board. And so people were like asking her, can we get a Diddy board? Can we get a Diddy board? And she made it, and my mind was blown. Just gonna say that. Hey, Sunnyside. Hey, Nicole B. Okay, so again, we're not saying Diddy, I'm not saying Diddy killed any of these people, but we know that he has been rumored to kind of facilitate certain things, right? Like the death of Tupac. It is heavily rumored that he ordered the hit on Tupac. So without further ado, let's get into this a little bit. Okay, so she did this very JLR style. So, you know, it is what it is. But, so this was on her Instagram Live. You can find her at Ellen Marsh on Instagram. But, okay, let's kind of dive into this.
All right, we're going to start this off. Here we go. We start off, P. Diddy. 1990, he's 21 years old. He gets an internship at Uptown Records. Andre Harrell, you're going to want to remember that name. Andre Harrell, founder of Uptown Records, okay? Was like, oh, hey, 21-year-old, kid who wants to make it big in the music industry. Great. Uptown Records started with 5 people, okay?
Okay. So the 5 people will kind of blow your mind. I've heard some of these. I've heard some of these names, especially recently, and I didn't know how deep this went, to be honest.
Okay, these 2, plus Al B. Sure, who met Andre Harrell through a mutual friend in 1987. Al sang backup for Heavy D. Heavy D, another founding member of Uptown Records. Who was the 5th member? Kim Porter.
Kim Porter. So I've seen a lot of her name in the, in the media lately because of her journal, but it's the story about why people are publishing her journal is out of control.
Kim Porter, these are the founding 5 of Uptown
Hey, Sinner.
Records. Okay. Then Al B. Sure met.
Is Al B. Sure his real name, or is that a stage name? Because if not, very well done.
Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell took him on at Uptown Records. Al was married to Kim Porter just for about a year or so, but they had a son named Quincy. They were young. Everything was cool. They were co-parents, always remained friends. Then in, I think it was 1994, who does Kim Porter get with?
Ding, 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 P. Diddy. Albert Joseph Brown. Okay. So it's kind of like a stage name. Okay. So Kim Porter was originally married to Al B. Sure. Right? Did I get that right? And then she got with the Diddy.
Diddy. Okay, great. So now we have Kim Porter with Diddy. Look how beautiful she was. Okay? They started dating, 1994. They had their first son, Christian, in 1998. Then they broke up in 1999. Okay? Why did they break up? Anyone in the chat?
Anyone in the chat? Why did they break up?
Want to know why they broke up? Anyone? First guest wins. Oh,
let's play the game. Why did they break up?
Yeah, this is all on, this is my live show. This is part of my live show. Yeah, all off Wikipedia. It's Wikipedia is amazing. Anyone know
She was allergic to no cheese.
why he broke up? Well, common denominator. He cheated. Who did he cheat with? This bitch.
Okay, so he cheated with J-Lo. They broke up in 99 because he's a cheater, McCheaterson. Okay.
Cheated with J-Lo. Great. So now Kim Porter, done with Diddy. Kim Porter is single, ready to mingle. She starts dating in 2000. Who does she get together with? She began dating this gorgeous man, Shakir, who is from Oakland. He was a graduate of
Oakland.
Morehouse, and he was doing all kinds of stuff in the Atlanta music scene. He then went on to be a top executive at Def Jam. Shakir Stewart. Look at him. He is gorgeous. Okay. All right.
I love Ellen. She is a crack up if you ever, you know, come upon her.
2000, they start dating. 2000, they are all at L.A. Reid's wedding in Italy. Everything's going great. They're at L.A. Reid's wedding. But some wapple was very, very mad that Kim Porter was dating someone other than him. That rapper's name was Sean Diddy Combs. By the way, see my video. He's not a fucking rapper. Don't call him a rapper. He's not a fucking rapper. Okay. So...
See, this is why I love her. Okay, so they're all at L.A. Reid's wedding. Diddy finds out that Kim Porter's, she's moved on. She got a new man.
Oh. Then what happens, this is a little bit of a fast forward. They're up in the hotel room. Diddy breaks a chair over Shakir Stewart's head, causing him to get stitches.
So Tupac broke a chair over his head? What? Did anybody know about this before? I mean, obviously it's known, but I guess I just didn't get into like the hip hop drama back in the 2000s. During this time I was still in high school. But shit, Diddy, what are you breaking chairs over people's head for?
Yes, Def Jam was a competitor of Bad Boy and had his gorgeous girlfriend. Then, did I exit out of this? Sorry. So they're at L.A. Reid's wedding, and Diddy, allegedly, went to Shakir Stewart's room, beat the shit out of him, broke a chair over his head. He needed stitches to the point where, Shakir Stewart's mom even spoke to the press and was like, he had stitches and he threatened Shakir's life and said, "I am going to kill you." Well, how do I go back? Okay. So, that's the other view. Okay. So, November 1st, 2008, Shakir Stewart was found in his home with allegedly a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Okay, let's back that up a second.
November 1st, 2008.
So, I mean, mind you, 8 years after this, actually, I don't know. Did they tell us when L.A. Reid's wedding was? Anyway, so...
Shakir Stewart was found in his home with allegedly a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead. Now, I've got to record in a minute. Big fast forward.
Okay. So Diddy breaks a chair over his head and threatens his life. He ends up dying.
What happened in 2018? A very beautiful, a very healthy Kim Porter is 47 years old, has now 3 kids with Diddy because in the interim she got back to Diddy. Yes, there's 158 slides. This show runneth deep. What happened November 15th, 2018? Kim Porter was found dead in her home with flu-like symptoms. She was writing a tell-all book at the time, and all of her electronics were gone.
Okay, so that's what I said about Kim Porter's book. So first, Kim Porter's new love interest suspiciously ends up dead. They say it's a suey. There are a lot of ways that could be staged, allegedly. And then Kim Porter dies mysteriously as she's writing this tell-all book, and all of her electronics are gone. It just sounds like to me that someone was trying to silence these people, maybe, allegedly. I don't know.
And it is said that she died by lumbar pneumonia. Lumbar pneumonia. Perfectly healthy. Died of pneumonia. Okay. Fast forward.
Okay. Let's read the chat real quick. Is it just me, but when high-profile people somehow take their own lives, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Because, and I also think, you know, sometimes, allegedly, I feel like they, investigators are going to go with the easiest answer. Easiest answer is always right. Sometimes it's not. But, you know.
Hold on, we got it. Fast forward. Oh, yeah, right. Here's part of it. This is a good part. Let's see. Kim Porter's best friend, Kimora.
Okay, this shit is crazy because I didn't even know about this. So, Kimora Lee Simmons' wife, I don't know if they're still married, of Russell Simmons.
Lee went on a live and was like, hey, I think Diddy had something to do with my best friend dying. And then Kimora Lee's house caught on fire.
Okay, let's do that. Let's listen to that one more time.
On a live and was like, hey, I think Diddy had something to do with my best friend dying. And then Kimora Lee's house caught on fire.
So she comes out and says, I think Diddy had something to do with my friend's death. And all of a sudden, her house catches on fire.
With her in it.
With her in it. And I'm going to look at you just like Ellen is, with her in it.
And her family managed to escape. Okay. Put a pin in that. All right. So then let's go back to let's see. Let's go to all right. So let's go here. This is all part of my live show. This is my Roman Empire. So now we have Diddy working for Uptown Records. Clive and Andre Harrell.
Okay, and one thing that I didn't show at the beginning of this Insta Live is that she said this all comes back to Clive Davis, who his name hasn't really been kind of circulating in this whole mess as of yet.
Allegedly, were having relations with Diddy. Who knew about it? Kim Porter.
Okay, let's rewind that a little bit more. Hey, Kate the Great.
Working for Uptown Records. Clive and Andre Harrell. Allegedly, were having relations with Diddy. Who knew about it? Kim Porter. Because Kim Porter ran everything at Uptown Records. And she had video and she had footage of everything. And she was writing a tell-all book. And then she died. All right, let me tell you this little story. All right, so then Andre Harrell was like, you know what? You've sort of outgrown Uptown Records. And also they butted heads. These two people butted heads. I can't imagine why they would butt heads.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen this video of Diddy.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Okay. That's fun.
I love her. Okay, that's fun.
Evidence! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Okay. That's fun. So Andre Harrell is like, why don't you go out on your own? And then Clive Davis was like, you know what? I think you're great. You're an intern, you say? Well, I'm going to give you Bad Boy Records. I'm just going to give you Bad Boy Records. Ding. There you go. There's a little bow.
There's a little bow. Hey, Mr. Nobody. Okay, So Clive gives Diddy Bad Boy Records.
Here's where it really gets interesting. Okay, so Clive Davis, head of Arista Records, has on his roster 2 biggies, not Biggie, TLC
Not actually Biggie.
and Whitney Houston. My show is all about Whitney Houston. So then TLC is at
Yeah, this shit. Okay, this is where I got the chills.
Arista, and they win. They go multi-platinum 4 times, right? They've got Creeps, they've got Unpretty, they've got Waterfalls, they've got Scrubs. They are slaying it. 15 million copies sold worldwide. They are the most prolific, most money earning girl R&B group in the history of anything. Crazy Sexy Cool, huge album. They win all the Grammys, but then this is what they say at the Grammys.
Okay, so I vaguely remember this speech, but again, I am at the point where I'm like in high school, so you know, this shit doesn't really resonate with me, but holy fuck.
We're not gonna sugarcoat anything anymore. We've been quiet long enough. I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever. 10 million albums. We are broke as broke can be. I know it's hard to believe because we've sold so many albums, but it is possible. That's the deal here. So, and we're not happy at all.
Got 2 questions for you. 10 million albums.
So, they're the highest selling girl group of their time, and they're broke.
How can you be broke?
I can't go into everything right now, but trust me, you can sell 10 million albums and be broke if you have greedy people behind you. Well, you know, contracts and stuff's kind of hard to handle business when you're stuck in contracts.
And this is sad for this is kind of a little tangent, but people stuck in contracts. Kesha, for example, I feel like she was stuck in a crazy ass contract she couldn't get out of, and it like prevented her from making music. Same with JoJo. I don't know if you guys remember JoJo. Same thing. She was stuck in this record contract that prevented her from releasing her own songs. It's just wild.
Okay. So, TLC publicly calls out Clive Davis and L.A. Reid. And they go set up a plan, and they're going to hold Clive Davis hostage. And I did say hostage.
So I thought they were gonna like, you know, hold him hostage with like words, or we're not gonna perform until you, and, you know, until you pay us what we deserve. We're not gonna work for you. And nope, hostage.
They hold him hostage, but they had a bigger problem with L.A. Reid. They actually thought that they could, get to Clive Davis better. They barged into his office, and who was he in a meeting with that day? Anyone?
Diddy.
That's right. Diddy. Watch this video.
So they broke into the office and were going to hold him hostage, and Diddy was in there? But
why did TLC hold Arista hostage?
The record
company, Clive Davis, we held them hostage like guns, the whole shebang. Yeah, it was like that.
With guns.
Wait.
They held him hostage with guns.
Wait a minute. I want to make sure we understand.
Yes.
Guns?
Yes, guns.
With bullets?
With bullets.
Come on, give me the
I'm
story,
going to tell you because TLC had generated on Crazy Sexy Cool $75 million, and they gave us $50,000 a piece. I was like, what the hell?
50,000.
Of course, Lisa was the ringleader.
So Lisa was the ringleader. Keep that in mind.
Like, we need to go get our money. I need to know where my MF and money's at.
So, you know, she was locked up in the diversion center for burning down the house. And she was just like, okay, we're going to get in the face. And them girls I was locked up with, we're going to drive up there. We're going to take the guns. And then we had this limo driver.
Wait, she just got out of jail?
Yes.
Okay.
And we had the limo
Don't mess with Left Eye.
driver. And he was the getaway car. So we went up there.
The limo driver was the getaway car. I'm sorry, but that just...
And held everybody hostage. And Puffy was the one that snitched us out. Yo, B. Yo, your girl's up here mad bugging, yo. And I was like, oh, Puff, how you gonna snitch this out, dog? But he called it, yeah, because we kicked him out of the meeting.
Okay. So she's saying on this talk show that Puffy snitched them out.
Wait a minute. Puffy, mind your damn business.
Before I started researching this, I had never heard that story before. So not only that, Diddy then got on the phone and called L.A. Reid. And he's like, L.A., you'll never guess. So Diddy then convinced Clive that the girls were out of pocket. And because he was always going to be true to Clive Davis, right? So then Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Okay. Now this, I didn't know this whole story. And MK, I don't know if I said hi. Hello.
Was on her spiritual retreat in Honduras, and she was the ringleader in calling everybody out, all of this bad behavior.
Well, yeah, because she's probably like, that's my fucking money. That is my shit. Like, you're not going to rob from me.
And then what happened to Lisa Left Eye Lopez on April 25th? She died.
Okay, like I said, I know that Lisa Left Eye Lopez passed away and it was like, you know, tragic, unexpected, but this shit, I didn't know how she died.
So the way that she died was randomly on this random road in Honduras. She swerved to avoid a car, and that car ended up T-boning her anyway. Because it stopped right in front of her. Okay, I have to go record.
In Honduras? Like, what? He just sends people wherever? I mean, I guess he's got the money.
With Rabia, but I want to show you this last thing. There's so much. All of this is on our live show. Okay, I just want you to go through. This is the main issue, right? Kim Porter's book just dropped on September 16th, the day Diddy went into prison. Somebody released the 60 pages of her manuscript. Now, remember, Kim Porter was Andre Harrell's assistant. She knew everything. She is dead. Then, on November 7th, 2011, Heavy D was complaining of flu-like symptoms.
And that is what Kim Porter was complaining about.
Okay. And the very next day, on November 8th, 2011, Heavy D dies at age 44. Heavy D was writing a tell-all book.
Heavy D was writing a tell-all book. She was surprised she didn't talk about the fire. Which fire was it? Which fire was it? Let me know. Hey, Pookie. Oh. Did they frame it? I don't know.
Last thing. Okay.
So 2 people that were about to write a tell-all book end up with flu-like symptoms and dying. Very, very suspicious, if you ask me.
Remember Al B. Shore, founding member, married to Kim Porter. They have the son Quincy, right? And who's his stepdad, Diddy. So Kim and Al were together, young, always very cool. Then July 2022, Al is in the studio and he began to, like, his legs started to go numb and he was rushed to the hospital. He had blood transfusion. They sent him to hospice. He was in a coma for 2 months. He was in a coma. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you. Al was coming out with a documentary, a tell-all documentary. So Al, by the grace of God, survived. Barely. So Andre and Kim were best friends. She was actually like the first member of Uptown Records. So when Kim Porter died, Andre Harrell confronted Diddy about this toxin that was found in her autopsy, and he challenged Diddy, right? Because the first autopsy was super sus. And then Andre went and confronted Diddy about it. May 7th, 2020, Andre Harrell dies. That is all. That is what the founding group of Uptown Records looks like.
They're all gone. That is insane, you guys. Hey, Nico.
They were all writing tell-all books. Well, Al was doing a documentary. More on all of this later, but this is the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, so like I said, I saw this and I was just like, holy crap. Because I knew about the Tupac stuff. Oh yeah, Leah's playing Crash. Leah's playing, I know. We got to look a little bit more into that. The symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning can be quite similar to flu symptoms, which sometimes even masks its, oh Christ. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's just very suspicious that all these people that either challenged him, were going to write a tell-all book about him, crossed him, and granted, you know, I'm not saying his hands did any of these, but it is very, very suspicious that all of these people just are ending up dead. Because you know why? Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Sorry, that was really morbid, but that's from Pretty Little Liars. So, I know this is kind of a shorter live, but I saw this and I had to show you guys because my mind was just like, what the fudge? And I don't know, this may make me do my own research because all of this shit is out of control. Hey, Jonesy. Yeah, totally tracks. Right? And like Ellen said, this is just the tip of the I know, right? Oh, yes, I will, so can I put the Instagram live link in my description? I'll try to do it that way. If not, what I can do is I will put this in, I'll put the link to this screen recording in Jones's Discord for anybody that wants it. And then if you want the link, just email me or message me because I'll keep it unlisted so that you guys can look at it. I just don't want it to like get taken down, you know. I don't want to steal anybody's shit. But I just, yeah, like I said, my mind was freaking blown. So anyways, like I said, let's get a little bit of a short live, but I had to get this out. It just runs so deep. Alrighty, well, thank you guys. Thanks, Sunnyside. I know, I'm starting to feel a little better. The pilot had traces of Rex in his system. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And I wish Tupac was alive. The stories he could probably tell us would be crazy. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for joining me for this little short last minute get together. But if I find out more information or if she shares another murder board, we will go over it because I love the way she put it together And I love Ellen. She has an awesome personality. Makes me laugh, you know. Alrighty. Well, have a great night. I hope to see you guys soon. And we will chat later. Bye.
Oh, man, talking smack, we're out of here. Got the hottest takes, let's make that clear. Reality docs and podcasts too. We've talked it all, now it's time to bid it due. But don't you worry, we'll be back again with more fire content. We always bring the win. I'm not talking smack, signing off the track. We brought the heat and we'll be back. So hit that like and don't forget to sub. We're always here to keep it real, no dub. We dissected, debated, and broken it down. Max got the buzz all over town. From reality drama to podcast flair, you know with AMAC we're taking it there. I'm not talking smack, signing off the track. We brought the heat and we'll be back. So hit that like and don't forget to sub. We're always here to keep it real, no dub. We dissected, debated, and broken it down. A Max got the buzz all over town. From reality drama to podcast flair, you know with AMAC we're taking it there. I'm not talking smack, signing off the track. We brought the heat and we'll be back. So hit that like and don't forget to sub. We're always here to keep it real, no dub. Thanks for tuning in. You know where we're at. Catch you next time on AMAC Talking Smack.